But anyway, like I said, this is what we got going on. We got Spain as well as Monaco. And I do got to point something out because I didn't notice this until after I went off the air on Saturday. Williams went and did it again. Williams went behind my back again. I just noticed my microphone was peaking a bit. Drop it down a bit. Williams went behind my back again, and they put money into the durability. They upped the resource point generation. Why? Why would you do this? I want powertrain, aero, and chassis to be built up, but you're building up the durability. And it's really, it's bumming me out, man. It's really bumming me out that they're spending all the money either on George Russell and, you know, the back end of building up his stats and whatnot, or they're putting the money in the durability, which is not any place that I want at this point in time. I want the trees for the other three to be built out or opened up so that I can start going into Spec 2 territory, because right now at Spec 1, I'm kind of stuck. And we're just about to be stuck with the engine as well, as you can see right here. Once these two get built out, I just have two minor things on my engine to then build out, and then I'm in a standstill. I gotta wait until Williams decides to open something up so that I can then start to build out on Spec 2, because this is Spec 2, these question mark, actually that question mark is Spec 3. So if anything, I would then be starting to build out more of the engine power, more so than the ERS and the fuel efficiency. But this right here needs to get opened up for me to do more with my engine. It sucks. It really does. At this point in time, I feel like once I build out my engine, yeah, then I'm going to start allocating whatever leftover R&D points to be used into the aero, into the chassis, to continue to further build that out. I have said before, though, that there is going to be a cutoff point, a dead stop cutoff point on when I will not be using any more R&D points. Last year it was Belgium, and because I have so much more built out of my R&D trees, I think this year I'm going to do a dead stop at Hungary. I am not going to be building out any more from Hungary on, just so I can at least have a good amount of R&D points built up for when the regulations come down. We know the regulations are going to come down. I think that in my team career mode, it was a bit of a fluke that we didn't have any regulations at all Season 2. I think it was meant to have regulations, but they just forgot. Which is why in Season 3 we had the regulations come down at Russia. They kind of compensated by, you know, drawing it back. But I think we're going to do a dead stop in Hungary, save up as much R&D points as we possibly can for the regulations, when the regulations come down with Japan, get those parts, at the very least, all the major parts built over to next season, and then go from there as the rest of the season goes on. I just feel like that Hungary is going to be the dead stop of building out the car, so I want to make sure that the car gets built out quite a fair bit to make it competitive to, you know, try and shoot for top 10 the rest of the season. Because I feel like with the engine that I'm being built out right now, I feel like for the fast tracks, like Azerbaijan and Canada and France and Austria and Belgium and Monza, I feel like the fast tracks are going to... We're going to be putting in a lot better positioning this time around, because we may actually have the speed to build upon. And as you can see here, once these major upgrades get built, we will have the fastest engine on the grid. We actually have a better engine than our main suppliers in Mercedes, if you could believe it. But once we build out these major parts, and then once this ultimate factory upgrade from Mercedes hits, we will have far and away the best engine on the grid. As you can see there, it's just going to be like head and shoulders above everybody else. So that's going to come in time. As you can see, it's arriving on the 5th of July, which I believe is before the Spa race. Once we have that coming in, Spa, Monza, that's gotta be where we make our mark. And that's where I feel like we should be easily getting a top 10 in this Williams mobile. We have to. Yeah, Teichmann and Nikki were in here earlier. I guess they decided to sit back and enjoy the show. It's okay. It's no big. Got a dentist appointment coming up in a couple of weeks. All right. Have fun with that. As always, though, I'm very, very unenthused with driving at Spain, especially because I've made mention before that Sector 3 always gets me. Sector 3 always gets me from the hairpin on, where that's where I lose all my time. I can get a decent amount of time on Sector 1 and Sector 2, but then I just lose all of it when it comes to Sector 3. Alright, so as far as the weather goes, it does not look like there's any yeah, look at this. We actually are decent weather for Spain. Sunny throughout qualifying and a little bit cloudy for the race, but absolutely no big problems weather-wise. Look at that development. Look at where we are. We are just ahead of both the Renault and the McLaren at 560 on the vehicle performance chart. The next highest one is Ferrari, and they're like at 610. So at this point in time, we're about 50 points back of Ferrari. But as you can see, McLaren and Renault, they're right there too. That is our current rival in terms of car performance. That's where we lie. Hey, what's going on, Hensel? I don't need to do anything engine-wise. I'm going back to my practice engine, so there's no need to, fiddle with anything. Hensel, we actually have a decent weather output for Spain. No real worries here. As you can see, heavy rain for FP2, but it's not like I'm going to be going into FP2, so no worries about that. Alright, let's pop that off. But yes, Spain and Monaco today. 2 races, as I may mention, that I'm not really the best at. I'm not really keen about, but we'll just try and put forth a good enough effort.
I had a chat with Carl about the new parts, and we're happy that they've been integrated into the car okay. With any luck, you'll be able to feel the improvement, so give them a try.
We'll put forth a good enough effort to try and make it work. What's going on, Palermo? That's right. I am, in fact, overriding every single save because I want to make sure that every single save has that 100 brake pressure. Has that 100 brake pressure as I go throughout this this career. And all the street circuits will probably have a front brake bias of 58 with the 100 brake pressure. All right, let's go into it. But anyway, how's everyone been? How's everyone's weekend? I feel like I'm going to try and save a lot of fuel in this Sector 3. Like, I feel like I'm going to be dropping my fuel mix down to lean throughout the entirety of Sector 3. Almost the entirety of Sector 3. Yeah, Manchester United have just not had a really good year this year. Sitting in the bottom half, I think you're really close to bottom 5. That's not really a good season. That's not a season Manchester United expect to have ever. Especially in recent times. Woof, that's rough. Everton losing 2 on the bounce, but we're still top 4. I do gotta say, it is very much not a mystery as to why we are looking lackluster. You take out Richarlison and James, that pretty much ruins our creativity. James, and especially Richarlison with his pace, you kill all creativity by taking them off. And of course, Richarlison's whole thing was the red card, so he's going to be gone for 1 more game. I really hope that we don't lose our next game. I forget who we play. So we lost to Southampton. We lost to Newcastle. I forget who Everton play next. Something tells me it's Leicester, but I think it's wrong. Oh yeah, Arch, you're definitely not the only one saying that Paul Pogba needs to leave. I've got a couple other Manchester United fans that I'm following. Not just because they're Manchester United fans, but other stuff they do on Twitter. Got a couple of those people that are saying that, yeah, Pogba needs to go at this point. Pogba is just not really doing it as far as the chemistry of the team. Oh shit, Everton do have Manchester United next? Oh boy. Oh boy. Hey, I do gotta say this. As much as I hate to say it, Archelon, that's actually that is actually winnable for Everton. If Everton can get their shit together, which we all know is kind of hard at times. I mean, we saw that they couldn't do it for Southampton and Newcastle. But if Everton get their shit together, that might be a winnable game, given how disjointed Manchester United is at this point in time. Like, honestly, it could go either way. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to wake up at 6:30 to watch it.
Program complete and a job well done.
Spent it with family, nothing too special. It's okay. Yeah, exactly. Spending time with family sometimes is necessary. But yeah, 6:30 a.m. Chicago time. I'm not waking up for that one. I'll just dream and hope that Everton do well against Manchester United, and check my phone when I wake up. Which I guess is kind of what I've been doing for a lot of this season, because I still can't believe that Everton has started off decently enough, mind you, that they're still top four even after 2 losses. You gotta remember, yeah, those 2 losses that we have, those are our only 2 losses on the season. Up to that point, Everton have had a pretty cracking start. What's going on, Duck? Yeah, I know, right? Liverpool top of the table, Leicester second, then Spurs, then Everton, then Southampton, then Wolves. That is a wild top 6. Arsenal are just outside of it. I think, what is it, Man City and Manchester United are both in the bottom 10? But yeah, Arsenal just outside the top 10, Chelsea just, or not top 10, top 6, Chelsea just outside the top 6. Very early on, I mean, we've only played 7 matches, but very early on, it's a wild-ass fucking Premier League. And also, 3rd place to, I think, 13th is only separated by 3 points. Something like that, or 4 points. 3rd to 13th, separated by 4 points. It's very tight. It is very, very tight so far. Are Manchester United playing bad? I don't know. Sorry. I know Manchester United are kind of playing bad. Are they missing players, though? I don't know. You'd have to talk with Arch on that one. Arch, are they missing players, or are they just playing bad? Rashford and Bruno have kind of been the saving graces for Manchester United so far. In any game that they've been playing decently, you look to Bruno and Rashford, and they've been doing well. Yeah, but that's not the question, Arch. Obviously, the Glazers and Woodward need to go, but the question was, are the players playing bad, or are there too many injured players? Arch, this is a question that I need to ask, and I would like to know what your response is. When Pogba initially signed for Manchester United, how excited were you? And be honest. I know you're giving him a lot of stick over the last couple of years, but be honest, how excited were you to have Paul Pogba back in Manchester United? So we're talking, what was it, 2016 when Pogba came back? I'm very, very curious. How excited were you? You never liked him, really? And why do you think that way? Attitude, play style. I thought Ferguson got rid of him due to an agent thing. You want a shit ton? Yeah, that's right, because he was only, what, not 16, 17 when they got rid of him? Yeah, Pogba was like 17, like just hitting 18 when he left to go join Juventus. But how has Axel Tonzebe I think that's how you pronounce his name? How has he been doing for you guys as of late? Or is he not even getting playtime? Whoa! We're good. So what you're saying is Pogba is kind of like a poacher, but a midfield poacher. He has some creativity, but not a lot. Like, not as much as other players of his caliber. Man, I hate that I can never get that right. I can't get that chicane, that cutback right. And it's really pissing me off. Like, I'm trying to gauge where my wheels are just by looking at Grosjean in front of me. And trying to match up my car with where his car has been. And it's not really been working. Fucking running Grosjean hard just like it's the actual race.
Program complete and a job well done.
Running Grosjean hard like it's fucking last lap of the race. Out here in practice. Alright, so I could run the fuel manager, I could even run the qualifying pace. Actually, at this point in time, I can run the qualifying pace lap, and I should be fine. I should be able to match it. Yeah, let's get a little bit extra. Let's get a little bit extra R&D points, why not? Oh yeah, Tykesman, my fantasy football has been trounced this week, so I'm really not up to listening to Monday Night Football tonight. I don't even know who's playing on Monday Night Football tonight. It does make sense. Ryback 90, thank you very much for the follow, dude. Hope you're doing well. Oh, it's Tampa Bay tonight? I will say this about Tampa Bay. I do have Antonio Brown. I did pick him up as a potential, stash just to see what he would do for my fantasy league, for my fantasy team. At this point in time, though, it's not looking like it's going to matter. Because if I lose... Here's the thing, if I lose my fantasy matchup next week, I'm out of the playoffs. I'm completely out of the playoffs. My season's been going so badly because Well, I got Michael Thomas that's been injured since week 1. I got Raheem Mostert that is just consistently injured. I got Kenny Galladay that is now injured but hasn't produced. I got Chris Carson who's injured. I had Drew Brees as my quarterback who's not really done anything. My producers on my team have basically been James Robinson and the Ravens defense. And that's it. Those are the only two that have been consistently getting me points. And it's really been pissing me off. That's either they get me points and nobody else produces, or the players that I get produce and then they go off injured. There's no in between. There's just no in between, and it's really pissing me off. Solar Pigeon, thanks for the follow. Also, love your name. Thanks for the follow, my dude. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, 0 for Galladay, and that pissed me off because he was a last minute. Like, I was going back and forth on whether I should have put him in or not. He was a last minute. Yeah, let's just stick him in there, and he did fuck all. He did nothing for me. It was just a whole bunch of nothing. The whole load of nothing there. So it's Tampa versus the Giants. Yeah, Tampa should win. Like, no doubt in my mind, Tampa should win.
It's time to remind ourselves of our top 3. Who are Hamilton, Verstappen, and Pierre Gasly.
Wow, even in a practice setting, I'm 1.2 seconds slower than Hamilton on soft tires. And that's the thing, Edwards-Helaire has not done bad as a rookie. Like, when you put the whole picture together, as a rookie, he's not been bad. But was he enough of a producer to warrant picking him in the first round? I don't think so. In basically every draft that I've taken a part in, Edwards-Helaire has gone in the first round. Like, everyone was saying, oh, this is the guy. He's in Kansas City's system. He's not just going to run. He's going to get the ball, as a receiver, too. And, yeah, he's been doing that, but not to the level of production that everyone thought he would be on a consistent basis. Yeah, he's had a couple of breakout games, but he hasn't had, like, 20-point games every single game, like everyone expected him to. Especially in Kansas City, when you gotta think, Kansas City has so many options on offense. Like, if you don't have Patrick Mahomes, who you're gonna run the offense through, you're pretty much rolling the dice on what other players going to break out. Is it going to be Travis Kelce? Is it going to be Sammy Watkins? Is it going to be Tyreek Hill, Mecole Hardman, Edwards-Helaire? Choose your poison and choose it wisely, because it's going to be Patrick Mahomes and then one of those other 5 to 6 guys that potentially could break out. So I don't think Edwards-Helaire has been doing badly. It's just that he's got to share all that time production-wise with all the other players offensively. At this point in time, got to have my practice engine out, real engine in, and let's get to qualifying. But yeah, I don't even have my 2 original quarterbacks, and believe me, I had Drew Brees as my keeper from last year, thinking Drew Brees was going to be fucking amazing this year, and he's turned out to be bang average. Like, I think he's only had 1 game where he's had over 20 points, going by the ESPN system. I think he's had only 1 game over 20 points in fantasy. He's been a big mediocre player this year, and you could argue that Emmanuel Sanders and Michael Thomas being out definitely contribute to that. And as soon as I saw that Thomas and Sanders were out after week 1, I'm like, I'm not really too confident on Drew Brees anymore. I played him for 1 more week, and then I basically went Gardner Minshew. And then Gardner Minshew started to underperform, and he is now injured. So I don't have either Brees or Gardner Minshew on my team anymore. I have Ryan Tannehill and Ben Roethlisberger. Not bad options as replacement, especially with Ben Roethlisberger going this week. I think that he's going to be a solid choice. But I thought Drew Brees was going to match his output from last year, and if he had Michael Thomas, he probably could have. And then Gardner Minshew as the quarterback of the future with all the options he had down in Jacksonville, but then, like I said, he underperformed and then got hurt. Yeah, it's just not been a good year for me. And I always keep saying, it's like, yeah, this is my 8th year in my family league. Sorry. Is it my 8th? 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. So I started my family league in 2013. This is my 8th year in the league. I made the championship game 4 times in these past 8 years. I've won it once. I gotta say, my record is pretty shit, but I did win it once. Made the final 4 times. But every other time that I didn't make the final game, I didn't even make the playoffs. Like I busted real hard in the seasons I didn't make the finals. This is going to be one of those seasons where I'm just busting hard because everybody has injuries or is underperforming when they really, on paper, should not be. And it's just my luck that this is the year where everything just blows up. But then again, we're really lucky to have a year, given the fact of what's been going on in the world, of course, for the last 8-9 months. We're lucky to even have a season. You got Big Ben, Justin Herbert, started with Allen and Dak. And as far as quarterbacks go for my other league that I'm in with Firelight Boys, I got Deshaun Watson and Justin Herbert. And boy howdy, I'm really happy that I picked up Justin Herbert because he's been outperforming Dak week in and week out. So I'm pretty much rolling with him throughout the remainder of the season. And I believe the Chargers also just had their bye week, so there's no need for me to take him off my lineup. I also had Dalvin Cook. I also have Dalvin Cook on my roster. Oh boy, he helped me win this week by getting 55 points. Holy Jesus. The dude just went off. 4 rushing touchdowns. Got me 55 points. Oh, what's going on, Wolf? Yeah, Steelers defense came up big, and believe me, I did not think that the Steelers would have done much of anything against the Ravens, but they proved me wrong. It's also, actually, now that I think about it, it's kind of the reason why I didn't want to play the Ravens in the first place, because I had an inkling of a feeling that they might actually play well against the Ravens. The Steelers did. And they did. Green Bay's not good against the run. Well, yeah, the Bears, when the Bears play the Packers, they should exploit that. Like they should have done last year, but never did. That's how the Bears lost the Week 1 matchup, is they didn't really run the ball, and then every other team after the Bears heavily emphasized the run, and every single running back got over 100 yards rushing on the Packers. Whereas the Bears didn't even get like 60. There's some like stupid stat like that. In the words of Christian Bale, oh, good for you. Yeah, everybody I get just keeps on getting injured or underperforms. Of course, I slide coming out of that chicane, and it's always going to lose me time. Yeah, Purple. We're at Spain and then going to Monaco. So, you know we're going to be in for a rough race. On both accounts, we're going to be in for a rough race. I always fucking slide and spin coming out of that chicane. I really hate Sector 3 on this track. Sector 3 is the bane of my existence. Yeah, what's going on, Steve? It's been a while. Hope you're doing well. Alright. Like Spain and Monaco, it's like I knew Spain and Monaco are always here just to give me a bit of a down session. But then after that, I basically have tracks after Monaco that I absolutely enjoy. I enjoy driving. Baku, Canada, France, Austria, Spa, Monza, Silverstone. absolutely enjoy. I didn't even see what I needed to get out of the zone. Everyone's gonna lock up there. Actually, a really solid lap at 8/10 better. A solid lap at 8/10 better, and I still end up in last place. Ooh, boy. I actually thought I was rounding the track a hell of a lot better, but I'm starting last place no matter what. Like, how close was I to 19th? That 8/10 didn't get it done. I need to be a full second faster to pass Magnussen for 19. A full second, and I didn't get it. So both Haas boys, both Williams boys, and Giovinazzi not making it out of Q1. Sad times, but it's Spain. As I've said before, if you go back to the historic layout of Spain, if you get rid of the hairpin, if you get rid of the chicanes, I like this track, and I've driven that layout many times before on iRacing. I prefer the historic 1995-96 layout to this layout. It just flows better. And I think we've also had the discussion on this channel before that somebody said that the reason why they cut the track the way they did is it promoted more overtaking opportunities. I think that's what somebody said. It really doesn't. Going into the hairpin, the chicane at the very end of Sector 3, it really doesn't give you better opportunities to overtake. It really doesn't. It sucks. It really sucks. Oh, don't worry about it, Steven.
Good day today.
It's not been good, Claire.
You won't be starting at the front of the pack.
It's always a struggle.
How do you feel this season is going for you? Is the car competitive?
We need to develop the chassis.
Appreciate your time.
Teichmann, that is a bad bench. That is a bad lineup of people that you have out, or somebody has out. No Dak, no Thomas, or you say Drake, Kenyon Drake. So no Christian McCaffrey, which actually Christian should be back next week. No Carson, no Diggs, no Thomas, no Julio Jones. Hopkins and Drake got a bye. Yeah, that's a bad bench. That's a really talented bench. But that's a bad bench to just not have available to you. So, rip to that guy. But anyway, real life, yeah, my rival is Esteban Ocon.
You've left yourself with a lot of work to do in the race. We still need to get a good result.
I still have not beaten anybody that was on my rivalry list. Though I'm real close. Actually, I think technically, no matter what I do, I beat Esteban Ocon here. No matter what I do, because this is the last race of the rivalry.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Props 7, thank you very much for the follow. No matter what I do, I win the rivalry versus Ocon. I finally win a rivalry. And it happened to be against Esteban. But I think we have gone 50 minutes on this stream, and we have yet to talk about the race at Imola that happened just this past. We have gone 50 minutes and nobody's brought it up. I think for damn good reason, because it pretty much was Mercedes 1-2, Hamilton over Bottas, and then like nobody for the next 13 seconds. I think Ricciardo was, 13 seconds behind Bottas? It was basically a battle for that final podium spot, which at this point in time, that's where you're going to get all the action. You're going to get all the action from basically third place back because you just know that it's Mercedes and then everybody else. Because that's how F1 is this year and how F1 has felt like it's been for the last few years. Is that it's Mercedes and then everybody else. Which, it really sucks. It really does. They've got the best car. Obviously, they have the best car. But it just sucks that you want somebody else to try and challenge. And Max has been trying, man. Max has been trying so bad.
The Spanish Grand Prix has been a permanent fixture on the Formula One calendar for over 30 years now, and for good reason. Do you remember Michael Schumacher's absolute dominance here in that rain-soaked Grand Prix in 1996? That day he took his first ever victory for Ferrari, and we've had many more iconic moments since. It's a sellout crowd of 140,000 here today as we await
Not in
lights
real
out
life,
for
though.
the 730-metre
He did get a
sprint down to
shoey, yep.
turn 1 of this 2.9-mile racetrack. Overtaking is challenging through these 16 corners, but there's still a lot of high-speed excitement to be found, including the flat-out turn 3 and the terrifying blind right of turn 9. With the race minutes away from starting,
where did everybody
here's what
go?
today's grid rundown looks like. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts
Bottas
from
is on
position,
pole,
and
Hamilton
it's Lewis
second.
Hamilton alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Verstappen, Gasly, Daniel Kvyat, and Leclerc, Albon,
It's
Vettel,
so weird
Perez,
seeing AlphaTauri
and
up there.
Carlos Sainz. Stroll, Ricciardo, Lando Norris, and Ocon, Raikkonen, Grosjean, Antonio Giovinazzi, and George Russell, Magnussen, and O'Brien.
It's really weird to see AlphaTauri up as high on the grid as they are.
Let's continue this form and aim for another top 10 finish.
Well, the reason why they are that high on the grid is because they have the best engine. I know, right? The Honda is the best engine on the grid. Better than the Ferrari, the Renault, better than the Mercedes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Ryan Mumphy, thanks for the follow, my man. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, like legit, it's AlphaTauri, then we, in our Mercedes, are second, and then proper Mercedes is third, as far as best engines on the grid. Strategy-wise, you gotta feel like this is probably the best strategy. Soft hard, I was gonna say medium hard, because Spain eats tires. This is another point that I've made several times before. Spain eats tires, so there's no way that I'm ever gonna start soft on this track and then go hard the rest of the way, because of the fact, as you can see down here, soft tires can last probably reasonably 8, maybe 9 laps. You could stretch it to 9, but starting from the back of the grid, you want to have durability. So I'm going to go medium and then go hard the rest of the way. It's a 33-lap race. I don't foresee myself getting anywhere near points. Not like the few races that I've had before. I just don't think I'm going to get anywhere near points today. So, well, let's just hope for the best. I think everyone else is pretty much of the same mindset. They're going to go medium hard. He's either a Cardiff fan or a Coventry fan. Could have seen a lot of death in turn 1, but we didn't. The mid-pack is having real trouble. The mid-pack is having real trouble trying to keep up. Right, we were just talking about that hairpin doesn't make for overtakes. Well, I just fucking overtook Magnussen at the hairpin. I just defied my own logic. I overtook Magnussen at the hairpin. Gotta stop turning too wide, man. That in and of itself is what's going to cause me a lot of time, a lot of spots too. Taking all these turns too wide. Well, I will say this, at least I'm staying within DRS range.
This lap, we can use DRS when you are within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
I am staying within DRS range of Giovinazzi. So that's a win for me. Ah. Yeah, that means that Sergio Perez is probably going to be going to Red Bull. There's no way that Sergio Perez is going to be denied a seat somewhere. There's no way that Sergio Perez is going to be denied a seat. Yeah, Albon, I gotta say, Albon's got to be out. It has to be. Albon's got to be out. Also, you take a look at inter-teammate point standings. Sergio Perez is currently 6th in the driver's standings. Lance Stroll is either 11th or 12th. So yeah, honestly, Sergio still deserves a seat somewhere.
Plus 1 lap of extra fuel. Fuel target plus 1.
Ah, damn it. Yeah, that's the first time that's happened to me in quite a bit, where I spin out at that turn.
Okay, you're within 1 second of the car ahead. Get ready to use DRS to overtake.
Dude, I am trying, man. Hey, get ready, bitch. I've been trying.
Right, some information on Grosjean. They're slowing down. It seems like there's some kind of problem with their car.
All right. Good for me, obviously. Thanks for the follow. I can't look at you right now. Whack-ups. Much appreciated, sir. Hope you're doing well. Hope you enjoy the stream. But, I mean, what do you guys think? I know it's been a good couple of minutes since I talked about it, but what do you guys think? Do you think Albon will be out of Red Bull? It's got to be either Sergio or Nico Hulkenberg that takes that spot. But in all honesty, I just don't see Albon staying. Given that after Austria, he's just been getting worse. I don't know what happened there. Shit. This is a reminder, lap 15 is when I'm coming in. Yeah, Gasly's done a whole lot better. No denying that fact. Giovinazzi and Grosjean fighting in front of me. Yeah, gee, I wonder if I was getting the DRS in that zone. Alright, Giovinazzi, get back here.
We've pretty much burned off our excess fuel. We'll be back on target soon. Don't wait too long to turn the engine now.
Who was Vettel's teammate back when he won all those titles? I mean, that probably speaks in and of itself as to, you know, Red Bull being a one-man team. But seriously, who was Vettel's teammate all those years? Was it Coulthard? Something tells me it was Coulthard. Or is it Jensen Button? No, I don't think Button was with him at that point in time. Weber, okay, I was getting the wrong Brit. I was thinking of the wrong Brit. Weber's Aussie? Oh shit. Well, fuck that up. Giovinazzi, I'm not going to beat you. Shit. I've got fucking Kvyat behind me. I've got the hard base blaring. Like I said before, Alpha Tauris have the best goddamn engine. Oh shit, he almost rammed into me. After I nearly spin out on 5. Yeah, but he should have a good car for next year. You know, him going to Alpha, or not Alpha, excuse me. Him going to Aston Martin, aka Racing Point right now, I think he's going to have a good car for next year. But him being treated like he is at Ferrari right now is pretty sad. God, I am not going to catch up to Giovinazzi this way. I'm not going to overtake him on the straights this way, I should say. Holy shit, here he comes. Oh, it's Albon. I didn't even notice that Albon passed Kvyat there. Yeah, ain't that the truth, Purple? Yeah, in-game Albon is actually living up to his potential. Oh, shit. Dangerous move by Kvyat there as he got ahead of me and then moved right in front of me and broke. Fucking dangerous-ass move that was. At this point in time, I would not be surprised if the conspiracy theory is true, that Ferrari is tailor-making the cars, both of the cars, to Leclerc's field. Because Leclerc is able to wheel that around like it's nothing. Whereas Vettel's been having some difficulties with it. Very clearly. Both Alpha Tauris have now cleared Giovinazzi. Their engine will not be denied. Once I get my updates, and my updates are going to take place after Monaco, I should have the fastest car on the grid. Unless Mercedes and AlphaTauri continue to build their engine up. After Monaco, I should have the fastest engine on the grid. It's like
We're
Giovinazzi
approaching the pit window. You'll be on the hards.
he gets out to like 6/10, and there's no way I can catch up to him. Until now? Do I make it stick? I actually made it stick, alright. It's like he was always 6/10 ahead of me, and by the time that I was able to catch him, we were already at the turn. We were already down at turn 1. So I don't know how this is different. I don't know how I was able to get him this time. Any points in the season? Yes, we have 7 points. All of them through me. We picked up a 7th place at Bahrain, which gave me 6. And then last race at the Dutch Grand Prix, I finished in 10th. Australia and... Shit, I'm trying to remember. China. Australia and China, I finished in 11th. And Vietnam, so far, is the only race that I've just been absolutely shit.
Start falling away soon.
Vietnam, I actually DNF'd. Alright, not the end of this lap, but the end of next lap will be when I take my tires. Uh-oh. Yeah, well, I race them all, man. Rain or shine, I race them all. No, Hamilton has not signed a deal yet. He has said that he wanted to wait until after the titles have been wrapped up before he signs anything. However, there is also rumor and speculation that he might take 2021 off. I don't know why, I don't know how, but that's one of the rumors going around.
George is coming in for his stop.
I honestly can't see it happening either.
This lap, so push now.
I honestly cannot see it happening either. Like, if I think anytime he does not come back to F1, it will be after he breaks Schumacher's record of drivers' titles, which would be next year. More than likely would be next year. So yeah, that's why I believe there's more truth to the fact that he might just be waiting until after the titles have been wrapped up or after the season is over before signing. He just didn't want to deal with the pressure of it right now. Plus, Mercedes have invested a hell of a lot of money into him, so there's no way that he just up and leave. Alright, coming in from a stop. Hard tires, ahoy. Jamie, WWFC, I wonder if you're a Wolves fan. Thanks for the follow, my dude. Hope you're doing well.
Go, exit now. We're racing on the exit. Release, release. Up to speed now. Let's get some heat
Alright,
into
so I'm
those
coming out in
tires.
17th place. After starting in last, I honestly would take top 15. So if I can catch up to Georgie Boy as well as Kimmy, I'd be okay with it. Jamie is indeed a Wolves fan, ladies and gentlemen. I'm an Everton fan. Have been an Everton fan for the last 10 years now. Actually, it's coming up on 11, because I started watching them January 2010. So coming up in a couple of months will be 11 years since I started watching Everton. They are. I'm really happy, but over the last couple of weeks, it's not really been all that great. Yeah, over the last couple of weeks, it's been a little lackluster. You know, not having Richarlison do the red card, not having James due to injury. But anyway, Jamie, where are you from? Who do you support? What's your favorite track, or what's your favorite Grand Prix? It's a questionnaire every new person that stops on by. I just want to get a gauge as to who likes what in the F1 world. I am really still a budding F1 guy. I don't really watch F1, and as an American, I don't really watch NASCAR or IndyCar that much either. I just like racing games. But my favorite track to drive on this is Canada, followed by Spa and Monza. My favorite driver IRL is Kimi, but thanks to Drive to Survive, I might be changing it to Danny Rick once Kimi retires. Danny Ricciardo is pretty damn funny. He also just got a podium this weekend, too. You love Baku. See, out of Baku, I'd say that Baku is probably the one strict street course that I'm the most content with. Like, I'm really not a big fan of Monaco, which I'm also going to be driving tonight. I really dislike driving Monaco, as well as Vietnam. Singapore, I'm starting to get okay with, but I'm still not all that great with. I do like Baku, though. I like Baku a lot. Lando has a bright future ahead of him, man. And with Danny Rick coming into McLaren next year, I think that is going to be one of the best teams to watch. Because I think that they have two of the best personalities. They're going to play off of each other so well. Probably going to be playing practical jokes off each other. And who knows, Lando might have Ricardo on his Twitch stream every now and then. Oh yeah, I bust a lot of front wings in Monaco. So much so I need to have a front wing emote, like a busted front wing emote. I already have a Claire emote because I really despise Claire, but for some reason I put it in just so people could spam it. Probably what I need to do with a front wing emote, just so people could spam that whenever I crunch it at Monaco. I'm slowly catching up to George. Yeah, Singapore, what was it? In my team, didn't I win there in the rain? Like, against all odds, I won at Singapore in the rain. Like, there was no reason for me to do what I did. A couple more people coming into pit. Some of the top 10 guys started top 10. some of the top 10 guys wanting to go soft, medium, medium. Like Sebastian Vettel and Carlos
Some
Sainz.
information on Giovinazzi. They're retiring from the race. Full course caution. The safety car is out. Keep an eye on the Delta. We need to keep it positive to avoid a penalty. Slow down.
Shit, do I come in for medium tires? I feel like I gotta come in for medium tires. Giovinazzi's screwing up everything. You know what? I'm gonna come in for medium tires.
Right, come in at the end of this lap.
I'm not gonna stay the rest of this race on hard. Not when most, if not everybody else, is gonna be on medium tires. I am gonna come in for mediums. Yeah, they may drop me all the way at the back, but hey, I'll have a tire advantage. Yeah, exactly, Purple. No point staying on the hards when most everybody is on mediums, especially all the top 10 guys. And see here, like I said, this is where the problem is, that as you can see, I'm going to drop down to 19th.
Exit now.
I'm going to drop down to 19th, but there are like
complete.
5 or 6 cars
through to the end now.
on hard tires in front of me. Safety car is in Sector 3, so I've got a way to go. So figure there's going to be like 10 laps left. There's going to be like 10 laps left to go. And with like 5 people on hard tires in front of me, I can very easily catch and pass them. Yeah, what's going on, J-Ro? J-Ro, continuing our conversation from Twitter last night, I don't see Nagy or Pace staying with the Bears after this year. I really don't. After everything that's been going on, the horrible decision making between the two of them, I feel like both of them are gonna go. Both of them gotta go. Ryan Pace also not really doing well with his draft picks either. That's what led us to the situation of getting Mitch Trubisky and not like Deshaun Watson or Pat Mahomes. Though to be fair, I said I wanted Deshaun Watson on draft night. And when we traded up from the 3rd pick to the 2nd pick, I thought, oh yeah, for sure, we're getting Deshaun Watson. And then they fucking swerved us. Like Vince Russo back in 1998, 99 WWF. Fucking swerved us with a bullshit notion that Mitch Trubisky is a better quarterback
the safety car is in this lap.
than
when the field accelerates,
than fucking
remember,
Deshaun
no
Watson.
overtaking until the green flags. Safety car in this
Bradley
lap.
George, thanks for the follow, dude. Hope you're doing well. Doing good, Brad. Hope you're doing well. Whoa! I did not mean to do that. That was a bit of an oopsie. Everyone's stacking up here in the chicane. But yeah, like I said, I've got 2 people in the immediate timing tower ahead of me on hards. And then I think 3 more ahead of Perez, also on hard tires. So after my pit stop to come in on mediums, I should have the speed to take over those guys in front of me. What level am I on? 95. I qualify and race at 95. I practice at 80, though. And the reason why I practice at 80 is so I can actually hit the time deltas for all the practice programs, so I can get all those R&D points. Hey, what's going on, Delios? Oh, shit. I'll definitely start passing people once DRS opens back up. That little extra speed, but Grosjean in front of me is also in DRS range of Magnussen. I always forget my own advice. At that turn right there, I always forget to start turning back because the way that turn undulates, halfway through that turn, my wheels should be back straight. Otherwise, I'm going to oversteer and just start spinning and nothing good will happen. I keep forgetting my own advice on that turn. There's another caution.
Flag.
Hey, it's the other Brad.
Okay, the stewards have now enabled DRS.
Ocon's out of the race, get fucked! Oh, it's another safety car.
Out of the race. Safety car deployed. The safety car has been deployed.
Wow.
Watch your delta. Make sure you keep
Second safety car of the night. Ocon, as I was about to pass Grosjean, but Ocon brings out the safety car and effectively I win the rivalry. This ostensibly has me winning the rivalry. No one's going to come into pit. No way anyone's coming to pit. We're playing Spain and Monaco tonight. Yeah, two tracks that I'm not really favorable to. Also, at this point in time, no one's coming into pit. Not with 8 laps left to go. I mean, I could come in and pit for soft tires, but there's no reason for me to do so. Technically, yes, I am last. So, I mean, I could, if I really wanted to, come in for soft tires. With everybody on, like, mediums or hards in front of me. I could. I really could. You know what? I'm last place. I might as well give it a try. I might as well give it a try, right? Oh, somebody else. Gasly. Gasly's doing the same thing. He's switching to soft tires.
Go now.
So right now, there's only one car that is doing the same strategy that I am, and that's Gasly, of all fucking people. Shut up.
Copy that.
Thank you. Now I can hear everything again. No driver movements, gangsta. I wanted to keep everyone at the same team for this particular save. when I do my team career mode again, I will obviously enable them back, but specifically for this Williams career, I wanted to keep everybody at the same teams so I can, try and get a gauge on myself as to how my car and my driving ability compares to everybody that, of course, stays at the same team, and, they improve their car, they improve their driving ability. I just wanted to keep it, kind of controlled. I know it makes it interesting, but like I said, for this, it's an experiment, really. I wanted to keep it controlled. But when I do my team career mode again, that's when I'll have the driver movements all back up. Because I also want to see, like, what F2 drivers get brought up into the fold. Alright, so we're going to be going to green with 6 laps left to go. I mean, yeah, it is interesting because it's all about trying to build up this Williams car to be competitive. What happened to this race? Well, this is the second safety car we've been on, my man. This is the second safety car that's come out. I forget who died first. Hold on a second. Who died first? Because Ocon brought out this one. Giovinazzi. Giovinazzi died first, then Ocon. In the space of the last 6 laps. Like, Giovinazzi died, and then 4 laps later, Ocon died. And that's what led us to this situation that we're in right now, where I'm on soft tires and everybody else ahead of me is on either mediums or hards. So, what's going on, Marcus? So at this point in time, it's all about, with the last 6 laps of this race, to try and will this little Williams to get into a decent finishing position. I don't think I'll get into the points. I honestly do not think I'll get up into the top 10. But I started last, so at this point in time, anything is better. Yep, that's pretty much what it is. Their engine fall down, go boom. I wish, Brad. I wish I could say, but there isn't. I'm fucking annoyed, and I hate to say it, but I'm depressed as well that I've not really gotten any jobs offers or anything. I'm not even getting any decline notifications from all the jobs that I'm applying to. These jobs are not even saying, oh, thank you very much for your application, but we are not looking at this point in time, or you don't even fit the bill or anything like that. I'm getting nothing, man, and it's really, really bringing me down. Alright, so we are going to be going green with 6 laps left to go. Like, at this point in time, I'll probably just start looking, and probably should be looking to, like, a local Home Depot or Menards, or, like, and at this point in time, like, manual labor. I hate to say it, but manual labor might be my best way to go, just to have something in terms of job. Not to say I can't do manual labor. I've done manual labor in the past. Hell, I've worked in my uncle's painting and carpentry business when I was young. So I'm not above manual labor. But unfortunately, that might be the way to go for me. Williams Honda? What? What's this news of Williams Honda? Yeah, at the very least, there would be money coming on in. Alright, so DRS is going to come in at lap 30. 3 laps of DRS definitely could help out. Yeah, and I try to mitigate the usage of my engine to any part in the real race. I try not to use anything over 50%. Anything over that I relegate to practice engine.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It does make sense, thank you. But no, seriously, Kami Shokubai. Thank you very much for the follow. Hope you're doing well. Hope you enjoyed the stream. And also, Gangsta Place. I thought you'd already followed me, Gangsta. Well, either way, thanks for the follow, my man. Hope you are enjoying yourself. I have no idea what happened to Gasly, but he came into pit. Could be one of those random, Twitch removes you as a follower, because that's been going on. Ah, wing damage. I didn't think of that. I did not think of that, but that is very much a possibility. Well, either way, I've got several cars in front of me that have hard tires that I need to get past. Alright, Grosjean, I want to pass you before we get into turn 1. I really do, but you're pulling away from me, and it's not making me happy. Well, it sucks that I just get a bad run out of the final turn. I just get a bad fucking run coming out of it. I can never garner enough speed coming out of the chicanes. This is just normal cockpit cam. I haven't done anything with it. Even left the T-pillar in place. Grosjean is faster than you. Please confirm. Please reply to confirm. Well, Grosjean should not be faster than me. He's in a fucking Haas, number 1. Number 2, I'm on soft tires. He's on hards. Gross jeans. It also does not help that he does have DRS on Magnussen in front of him. That is the only reason why he's pulling that dead ass. He is pulling that dead ass as fast as he is, because he's got DRS from Magnussen in front. In turn, Magnussen has DRS from whoever's in front of him. It's going to be Mazepin and Mick Schumacher. That's like almost 100% confirmed. That's like 99% confirmed it's going to be those two. Gasly fastest lap is not going to mean anything. You only get your fastest lap point if you're in the top 10. From information that I've found out. like last month or so. How about Red Bull's second seat, Sergio Perez or Nico Hülkenberg? I just can't see Albon going back. I can't see them keeping Albon. There's also the case that Tsunoda could come up and replace Kvyat. His engine went boom. Alcon's engine died. So yeah, the AlphaTauri lineup for next season is going to be Gasly and Tsunoda. It's pretty much a given. But yeah, as far as Albon goes, man, I just cannot see Red Bull keeping him. So it's either going to be Perez or Hülkenberg taking over that seat. I fucked up that turn. Oh shit, I fucked that up, Royal. Aston Martin second, it's gonna be Lance Stroll, you know that. And before you even say, oh, who's the second seat for Mercedes gonna be, you know it's gonna be Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton is signing his contract at the end of the season. Yeah, I fucked that up. 17th, yeah, that's the whole reason, that is the whole reason why Stroll's gonna get the seat. That's the whole reason why Latifi is keeping his seat at Williams. It's all because of their dad's companies and their dad's money.
Tell me, Ant, how did they manage to achieve this win?
It was a question
Bottas
of
with the
right
win.
place, right time today. We were looking at an entirely different
Hamilton
race before the
really has
safety car
not been
came out,
consistent
but
when
they
it
were able
comes
take
to
full advantage after the field had been bunched up.
when it comes to winning races lately.
After an excellent performance at the Grand Prix, I'm sure there'll be plenty of
Very nice,
celebrations
Marcus.
tonight amongst the Mercedes team, and they certainly deserve it.
So Bottas with the win, then Lewis, then Sergio Perez. Oh no, sorry, it is Lance Stroll. Hate to say it, but the model for Perez and Stroll look real fucking similar. The facial models in this game, they look real similar.
So let's review the updated drive.
George Russell got points. Holy shit, I didn't even notice that I saw he was driver of the day, but I didn't know he got all the way up into the points. Fucking good for George Russell. Williams with more points on the board. That moves us up from a grand total of 7 to 9. Oh, we're almost at double digits now, boys. We're almost there. But outside the top three, you got Norris and Verstappen rounding out your top 5. Ricciardo, Albon, Kvyat, Russell, and Raikkonen. That rounds out your top 10. Leclerc and Vettel off of the points. Ferrari. What is going on with you?
The standings. Not the result our points leader wanted.
No, not the result they wanted at all. Because I believe Ferrari were the points. No. AlphaTauri. AlphaTauri, I believe, are the points leaders going into this race. Believe it or not, AlphaTauri were the constructors' points leaders going into this. But Ferrari off of the points in 11th and 12th. Then Sainz, Perez, Magnussen, Grosjean, myself, Gasly, and Ocon and Giovinazzi's car go boom.
But it certainly makes things interesting going forward.
So as it stands, this is what your driver standing looks like after round... Was this 5? I believe this was round... No, this is round 6. What am I talking about? Yeah, Max is leading, then Hamilton, then Bottas. Kvyat is still up there in 4th. Gasly in 6th. Yeah, we don't want to talk about realistic. Right there. That's realism, my man. Like I said, AlphaTauri have the best engine in this game right now. How do they build it up? I have no clue. The back-end AI is doing wonders at AlphaTauri.
After an incredible day of racing.
And then as far as the constructor standings goes, Renault getting a little bit more points than we did, but we still are on the board. We still at least have points. Alfa Romeo, of course, getting one now that Kimi got 10th. Hey, Kimi got 10th in real life, too. So, art imitating life there. Giovinazzi didn't get 9th, though, sadly. But Mercedes now leapfrogging both Red Bull and AlphaTauri, as AlphaTauri had the lead going into this race. And boy howdy, did they not get anywhere close to what they should have gotten. But Mercedes in first, Red Bull second, AlphaTauri third, and you can see the rest. Hey, we're close to double digits. Very close to double digits. If Hamilton resigns, Valtteri might change teams. Do you think that Valtteri and George Russell change teams? Because, of course, if anybody on the current Mercedes teams retires or moves to a different team, they're bringing in George. Like, that's without a doubt, they're bringing in George. Do you think at that point in time, possibly, you put Valtteri in Williams and you bring George up to Mercedes? Do you do that move?
Who was your driver of the day, Ant? It's time to...
Verstappen wants Hulkenberg at Red Bull. I could see that. Like I said, it's either going to be Sergio or Nico. Like, that's without a doubt. I finally win my first rivalry. It happens to be over Ocon, and it gives me all that extra driver acclaim, boosts me up to driver level 9, helps me out when contracts coming around. Helps me out when contract time comes a-calling. I'm not going to be building anything out at this point in time, specifically because... Oh, actually, I could. Hold on a second. How many resources can I get? Alright, so I have 1,800 in the way of resources. It's Monaco. It's Monaco, baby. Yeah, absolutely love to see it. But yeah, as far as the R&D tree goes, I think I can get an aero as well as a durability up. Yeah, I think I can do aero and durability. So let's get one of each. So MGUH. We'll get you in, and then durability. Do I want front downforce, rear downforce, or drag reduction? No news on any DLC tracks, which, as I may mention before, that's not in Codemasters' MO. They've never done DLC tracks. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. In the history of their company, they've never done it. So I don't expect them to do it. And we'll do drag reduction. And then when I get more money, I might do both the halo and the front wing end plates. Wonderful enunciation, Brian. Alright, so we'll worry about that. When will that all get done? So 28th, 28th, 30th, and 3rd of June. So after Monaco, but before Azerbaijan. Every single one of those will be after Monaco, but before Azerbaijan. To get all that, to help boost my car up. Actually, with getting all this done, it will put my car ahead of Renault again. See, that's the thing, Marcus. They won't put it in the game unless it's on the calendar. Like, which is why Hockenheim is not in F1 2020. It's because it's not on the calendar. Yes, of course, they have the assets on the back ends. They could absolutely put Hockenheim in as a DLC track because they have all that built out. But because it's not on the calendar, that's why they don't have it in F1 2020. Which is why, obviously, they don't have Mugello, they don't have Imola, they don't have any of them. Because they outsource. They outsource the track mapping so that they can get a fully rendered model of the track, which then they build the atmosphere around. They have to pay somebody outside the studio to get those tracks done. And, I mean, they could, but as I may mention before, they'd have to, that's extra money they have to spend out. Would they put it in 2021? I don't think so. I don't think so at all. Oh yeah, that's right. Drop my difficulty down to 80. For practice. We boost it back up to 95 for the race. Yeah, but like I said, Marcus, I would not hold my breath because they just are not known for it. So I would not hold my breath for anything revolving either DLC tracks or adding in non-calendar tracks. You run 110, good for you. Go on with your bad self. Go and be that robot that everyone wants to be. I can't drive it. I've tried driving 110 once. And this was back in 2019 in my McLaren career mode. It was Abu Dhabi, final race of the season. I had already won everything. So I said, fuck it, let's do a 110 race and we'll see what happens. Well, I finished dead last, I think like 20 seconds behind Kubica. And Kubica back last year was basically the Latifi this year. He was the slowest guy on the track. So yeah, finishing dead last, 20 seconds behind Kubica. Yeah, that basically told me I cannot drive at a 110 difficulty, no matter how hard I try. and I'm not even going to bother trying. But they're definitely not going to do the Nordschleife. They could do Nürburgring. Obviously, the Grand Prix circuit, they definitely could do it. But I just don't see it. I honestly just don't see it. I said Kubica. I know what I said. I said Kubica. Or did I say Kubica? No, I said Kubica. Alright, nothing else needs to be done. Alright, replace gearbox. Yep. Have a fresh gearbox going into Monaco. Oh boy. It is going to be pouring ass rain for qualifying. Like, I'm glad it's not going to be pouring ass rain for the race, because that is my worst fear about Monaco, is that it's pouring ass rain for the race. But it is my second worst fear, which is pouring ass rain at any point in time in Monaco. And we get it in qualifying. You absolutely hate to see it. Yeah, look at that. Absolutely pissing down Saturday for qualifying. Straight wet tires all the way through for qualifying, but a completely sunny day on the south coast of France. Completely sunny day Sunday. Great. Wonderful stuff. All right, let's get into it. Let's get into qualifying. Or let's get into practice. I know, joke. It is a joke. It's a yoke. 5-second penalty is a yoke. Rain at Monaco is a yoke. I absolutely hate fucking rain at Monaco. Show car setup. Car setup how? What are you talking about? The tree, or you're talking about this? And also, if you want to, to get every single setup that I use, type in ! setups. It'll link you to my buddy's Discord. His name is Rancia, and he's been working on these setups since the start of F1 2020. Shut the fuck up, Jeff. He's got a V3 version out for every single track right now. He's working on a V4. If you're interested, go and type it in. ! setups. It'll get you to his Discord. It doesn't cost you anything except signing up for Discord. That's about it. Starting almost dead last possibility. I've been getting better and better at driving Monaco, but I fully expect to start last place. Without a doubt, I fully expect to start last place. I do know brakes. I am going to bump this up to 100. I don't care about wheel lock, but I need to have heavy front brake. I need to have heavy front brake. Save car. But yeah, if you want to know exactly what my settings are, aero, 1011. I mean, it's tiny-ass Monaco. Of course you're going to be running very high aero. Transmission, 5363. Suspension geometry, almost double right, double left. I feel like this is a Sarantia staple. It's pretty much 2.6, 1.1, and then 0.5.2. This is pretty much the suspension geometry on every single setup Sarantia does. Just as an FYI for Camber and Toe. Suspension 279945. Brakes originally were 9054, but I'm playing around with my brakes as of now. I want to go full 100% brake pressure, especially because I have a wheel and pedal setup. If you're running on a controller, you might be fine with the 90 brake pressure on controller, but I also want to play around with the front brake bias too. By the way, will we see an online... Dude, did you completely miss my streams back in September? I feel like you missed the entire month of September for my streams. Because I did do online lobbies. I did online lobbies, ranked, unranked, as well as the weekend shit. So yeah, if you weren't around in September, you completely missed that. And as far as the tires go, it's off. It is a little bit off as far as the pressures, but it's because if you're mostly turning to one side, you might as well have that tire pressure higher on that one side. All right. I don't know why I did that. Do I plan to do it again? I don't have plans on it right now. No. Can't say I do. On controller, it doesn't matter since you use ABS. Well, that's completely up to you if you want to use ABS, traction control, stability control, etc. I don't use any of that. It's completely up to you on what sort of assist that you use. Completely up to you. Whoa! 1 part of Monaco I absolutely hate more than any. Oh shit. Aside from that, I absolutely hate the hairpin. I absolutely hate the hairpin in Monaco. Second. I just saw what you're talking about. 1 second. I just saw what you're talking about. Yeah, I did turn the sound up. My mistake. And I'll probably be running a little bit of extra time after I'm done with the practice programs, just so I can... Once again, I do it to familiarize myself with the track, especially with a track that I'm not really too keen on, like Monaco. I might as well just run extra laps just to familiarize myself on the braking zones, turn in, turn out, speed, going into some of these turns. Oh, I know, Marcus. Oh, believe me, I've gotten several time penalties over the seasons. I've had several time penalties over the seasons. In fact, I think I've had 1 Monaco session where I had 9 seconds worth of time penalties, which means I went off track 9 times. Yeah, you get a 3-second penalty every 3 times that you go off track. So yeah, I went off track 9 times. It's warning, warning, penalty, and then it starts over again, warning, warning, penalty for as long as you are in the race. So yeah, I went off track 9 times, and most of it was right here, by the way, because I cut this part of the Nouvelle Chicane. I cut that way too close every single time. That's where I got it. Whoa, that was not good. Also, losing your wing, never good too. Ah, that's another spot too. Fucking swimming pool. Fucking swimming pool, I also get time penalties. Fucking PC can bite me in the dick.
Be careful with the front wing. You've taken some minor damage. Oh.
I was gonna say, if we ever played a drinking game of take a shot however many times I bust my front wing in Monaco, we'd all be dead. Nobody would be left alive because I just am magnetized to hitting the walls here in Monaco. It's just insane.
Car repairs have set us back a little.
Yeah, I'd be drunk right now. Shit, you lightweight. That was one. That was one time I hit the wall. Oh shit. Well, I will say this about the ERS management. It should be pretty easy to get purple. Because there's not going to be a lot of times where you're going to be just chucking down ERS. Perfectly navigated. Again, perfectly navigated. God, fifth gear going into Rascast. I always make that mistake. I should never go fifth gear going into Rascast because if I do that, I always carry too much speed going into the braking zone. So I should probably hold off at fourth. And I always seem to make that mistake where I jump up into fifth because my engine is screaming at me, hey, fucko, stop revving me too much. This is why I get the inclination to just shift up to fifth, but then I know I just carry way too much speed going into it. Way too much fucking speed. Yeah, that's also the reason why I'm drinking water right now, because I know, oh god do I know. Save my drinking for later. I wonder if you can actually run through those billboards. Yeah, same, Delios. Which that's also a rule for those that are not a part of my Discord. If you're not, please go and sign up for that. It's pretty awesome. Got channels for everything, but that is a rule that I made on the Discord. I'm streaming tomorrow, by the way. I will not tolerate any election discourse tomorrow. Straight up, I am not tolerating anything good, bad, otherwise on the election. Because moderators and I will not tolerate the bullshit. We will suss you out. And we will show you the door. I don't care if your candidate wins or loses. I don't want you to be poor sports about it in my chat. Ah, fuck. Hate it. It's the presidential election joke. Yes, it is tomorrow. So, you have been warned, and I will also warn you guys again when I start my stream tomorrow. And also, for those of you coming on in that are new, I stream Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Just as an FYI, the schedule is in the info boxes below. So if you don't know, you can find it there. I also let you guys know on Discord as well as Twitter. You want to follow me on Twitter too? If you want to listen to my thoughts on several things. No, we won't get the results tomorrow, though a lot of states will probably call the election if it's looking to be a runaway. It is not officially over until every single ballot is counted. And that could take several days after election night. Up to several days after election night. Or in the case of the election of George Bush, or the 2000 presidential election of George Bush and Al Gore, they were counting votes 3 weeks later. They were counting votes up to 3 weeks later. Because there were, like, recounts and whatnot, and, you know, the whole election, because they were using election ballots, punch-out ballots in some states, and the ballots were being either double counted or not counted at all because of bad punch card ballots. So they were recounting ballots all the way up to, like, 3 weeks later to get a final actual result. But no, the election is not announced. The election is not called on election night. Though it is customary that one presidential candidate, if it looks like they are going to be losing, they do concede on election night. That does not really mean that they would win. Or that does not mean that they automatically win. Yeah, it also helps that the UK is the size of, like, 2 American states. Like, you're a smaller country, so I would assume that everything takes a lot faster. Everything goes a lot faster. I don't know if it's smoother, but everything goes a lot faster. Now, do you really think I would go and answer that question? Also, if you do follow my Twitter, you would already know that. You've also heard me talking in the past about certain issues. You probably understand why I'm leaning one way. You don't use Twitter, oh boy. Well, this is awkward. Fucking hate it. Why does Monaco gotta suck so bad? And here's the stupid thing. I actually do like watching the Monaco Grand Prix every year. But driving it in this game is real fucking annoying. Ah, fuck. Yeah, like that. Like that right there. It's real fucking ass annoying. Ah, for fuck's sake! Who do I think is gonna win? I think it's gonna be too close to call. I do think there are going to be a lot of swing voters that go red to blue. I think it's going to be too close to call. Hero beat intensifies. Oh yeah, that's right. I wanted to do that. Meant to make that command. Shit. Thanks for reminding me, Lark. I meant to make that command. There we go. Yeah, Lark specifically reminded me to make that command. Oh, I don't think it'd be that much. I legit don't think it'll be. It's not been that much in a long time. I say a long time. Actually, I think Obama had that back in 2008. 60-40, like, it really... If 60-40 is not a very common result, because usually it's within, like, a 5% range. Most elections in the past 20 years have been in that 5% range. And I think the only one that broke out of that was Obama winning in 2008.
The session has drawn to a close, so let's review our top 3.
Yeah, legitimately. Oh my god, I don't want to talk to Claire. I really don't want to talk to Claire.
Good day today. Let's have your take on it.
Don't want to talk to you.
Who would you say is your biggest rival?
Oh, that's right, because she wants me to figure out who my rival is. Oh god, do I go after the Ferraris or do I go after the McLarens? Who should I shit on? It says Carlos Sainz would be the lowest, but I think Carlos has actually been doing pretty damn okay. I'm not going to touch the Ferraris because even on a bad day, Ferraris could still get close to points, and I'm still struggling to reach that spot. Lando's a pretty solid guy. God, yeah, I can't tell. I can't tell if who blows up more, if it's Carlos or Lando. Because that's what it'd be going down to, is who blows up more. Whose engine blows out more, Carlos or Lando. Carlos says he's the easiest one. I still think Carlos can beat Lando on any given day. You say Lando? We'll go Lando? Alright, we'll go Lando.
Interesting result today. Would you say that you're happy with your performance?
No, things could have gone a hell of a lot better, because it's Monaco.
What exactly was it you weren't happy about?
I'm not gonna say anything.
You left some body work.
I won't answer that because I hate that question.
Sounds like there's some work to do back at the factory.
It's like, well, why did you leave body work? No, I'm not answering that. Yeah, 2000 president election, it was Al Gore won the popular vote, but George W. won the electoral vote, because that was the whole thing that, you know, started all this bullshit. We were going down this path of oh yeah, Hillary won the popular vote last year, or not last year, but last election, but Trump won he won the electoral college, and oh, we need to get rid of the electoral college because people vote, land doesn't. It's the whole reason why people are saying for the last 4 years, get rid of the electoral college. It really should be. It should be like every other fucking election around the world, where majority vote gets the win. And then W won re-election 50-48. So yeah, like I said, 60-40 is 60-40 is way too wide. 55-45 is probably closer to what it is on average. Hell, when Obama won it, if we're looking at popular vote, Obama won 53-45. Electoral college, he destroyed McCain. It was 365-173. No, it's not. It's never been. That's how the Constitution's been laid out. Electoral, you vote how you want your state to vote. Your state has electorates based off of how many people are in the Senate, how many people are in the House of Representatives, and how your state votes determines how those electorates vote in the Electoral College. It's a fucked up system that is antiquated as hell, and I've said before that I want to go to popular vote. Don't see it happening in the foreseeable future, but that's just how it is. Yes, I will play Max. We'll get to it in a second. What was it? Obama-Romney was 51-47, so a little bit closer. Clinton-Trump was 48-46. So yeah, it can't even say 55-45 is all that much as far as it being what would I say, a correct type of prediction, because as you can clearly see there, Obama-McCain was the only one where it was 55-45. Everyone else was close, like within 2%. Now, why do you think I would tell you that, Max? Yeah, change to the metrics. Yeah, Americans will get more on board with changing the Electoral College vote to popular vote than they would go into the metric system, because we are fucking stupid. We are dumb as hell. Do I want to stay? No, I'm definitely going to go with that. 35, 32, yeah, we'll go with that. And yeah, so yeah, ICAE is going to be the only one to change. Alright, so we're going to have dumbass rains for Monaco qualifying, but at the very least it's going to be dry for the actual race. Got about 900 extra resource points, wonderful stuff. Well, you don't want to be rude, but that but automatically just killed your first sentence. You are rude. Because that's just a general assumption from what you see on TV. I know watching TV to get a window into what's going on in America isn't really the best when it comes to it. You're only seeing the most amplified of one side or the other. That doesn't really count for the majority of the populace. Alright, so as I said before, super wet. Super wet for the fucking qualifying. Do I think I'm not going to qualify last? Nah. I think I'm going to be last by a mile, by a significant margin. Did I make a command for Eurobeat? No, I didn't. I made a lurk command. That's what reminded me, Lark, is because you come on in and you type in !lurk. I'm like, oh yeah, I need to come up with a lurk. I need to come up with a lurk command because of you. So that's what I did. It is super wet in the air, but intermediate on the tires. So go figure that one out. And while we do that, I'm going to change my transmission to 68. Actually, no, 63, since it's just slightly wet. Park for May. Let's do a drive out because I don't want it to be. I don't want to get to super wet while I'm out here on intermediates. Yeah, it's every country runs on a bell curve. And if you don't know what a bell curve is the majority of the people are in the majority of the average section, whereas you go one side super smart, other side not so smart. And it's a lower percentage, it's a lower average. Once you get, start branching out from the middle, yeah, the majority of people are in the middle. And the majority of people are average. You would think level-headed people. Alright, take it easy, Brad. Yeah, trying to set a lap time with the fucking hairpin. I don't know who's behind me, but I'll let him go. Oh, it's Bottas, of course. This is why I predict I'm going to be last in qualifying, because I'm going to be spinning a lot. Alright, well that doesn't matter. Here, go around me. Don't go first gear into Mirabeau. I was gonna say, yeah, I've done that before. I've done that before where I've gotten into second, but I need to usually go into first to... for fuck's sake! I usually go into first just so I can get the car spun around. Come on! And this is also why I just do not like driving in the wet, period. It's not just at Monaco. I don't like driving in the wet at all on any track. What the...
Yeah, that makes sense.
Acu, thank you very much for the follow, my man.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Then you too, Max, thanks for the follow. Hope you guys are enjoying yourselves. It's going to be a shit show on the dry. I'm not going to get any better than that. I can get up to 4 seconds better, and I won't finish better than last place. So I'm just going to say, fuck it. I can't drive in the rain. I don't know. What was it, shooting or something? And also, I am sorry you think that way, Joke.
Good day today. Let's have your take on it.
Not many
How
people
will
are
not
laughing with
making
what's been
Q3
going on in
affect
the
your
US for the last
strategy
4 years.
tomorrow? Are you happy with your performance today?
No, not happy at all.
Well, thanks anyway.
Yeah, obviously I got out-qualified by Lando Norris. I finished last place in qualifying. Great. Starting dead last in Monaco. Wonderful stuff. Yeah. What do I do? Do I start off on the hard tires? I feel like I gotta start off on the hard tires, don't I?
That was one of the worst qualifying performances
No
I've ever
shit,
seen.
Emma!
The only way is up from here. Hopefully.
That was one of the worst. Yeah, no shit. It was Monaco in the rain. What do you want me to do? What the fuck do you want me to do? At least it's going to be sunny during the actual race. 39 laps around Monaco. As I may mention before, I probably would be better off just starting off on the hard tires. Probably go hard medium.
Formula One returns to Monte Carlo once again today, home to the world-famous Monte Carlo Casino, first opened in 1863. And, of course, a certain road race, first held here in 1929. There's no greater an occasion, no more valuable a win than the Monaco Grand Prix. We're on the French Riviera once more this weekend at the 2-mile-long Circuit de Monaco. The cars climb around 40 metres up through Beau Rivage, onto the casino, and then descending down towards the harbour through Sector 2. It's a very short run from pole position to the first of the 19 corners here, 7 to the left and 11 to the right. There's one single DRS zone as well, so don't expect that to make overtaking any easier today.
I fully expect a lot of death in
Off the back
turn
of a
1.
fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. Young superstar Max Verstappen starts from pole position, and it's Valtteri
And he's
Bottas
probably gonna win the
that
race.
completes the front row. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Hamilton, Gasly, Charles Leclerc, and Vettel, Kvyat, Albon, Ricciardo, and Sergio Perez. Ocon, Russell, Kevin Magnussen,
Russell's in 12th.
and
Man, good for him.
Stroll, Giovinazzi,
Go get those
Romain
points,
Grosjean,
young man.
and Lando Norris. O'Brien and Carlos Sainz will start
Ooh.
from the back of the grid. And with preparation...
Wow. So Lando Norris and
It's
Carlos
almost
Sainz are
complete.
down near the bottom. Man, maybe it wasn't a bad idea to choose one of them as my rival. I'm actually kind of surprised at that. That they're both back down near me. Now, everyone's going to be starting off on harder tires. Yeah, mostly medium or hard. Like I said, I feel like I should start on hard and then finish up on the medium. Soft to medium's a bullshit strategy, and you know it because there ain't no damn way. There ain't no damn way that that's going to make up for starting off on the hard tires. Maybe. And my team do races give different prize amounts? No, you don't get extra money for finishing. It's all based off of your sponsorships. All the sponsors that you accumulate on your car, that's what gives you money over a weekly basis and a per race basis too, depending on if you meet the sponsor objective. At the end of the season, they do give you a set dollar amount for how you finished in the constructor standings. But yeah, they don't give you different dollar amounts for, oh, you finished in 5th place this race, here's money for finishing in 5th. No, you have to meet the sponsor objective in the race, and that could be a number of things. That could be, finish top 10. That could be make a number of overtakes. That could be, finish with fastest lap or something like that. You got to meet the objectives per race to match your sponsor objectives, and they give you the money. Like I said, outside the race, though, whatever sponsors you sign up for, they will give you a per-weekly salary. They will give you a per-weekly allotment that you could then use towards building your facilities, using towards perks, saving for getting a new driver contract and whatnot. But, yeah, you cannot finish, say, oh, I finished in 11th. That's going to get me a less amount than if I finished in 3rd. No, it doesn't work like that. It's all based on what your sponsors say that you have to do in the race in order to get that money. Nope, no cash prize. No cash prize at all. That's it. So you know what I'm probably going to do? I'm going to start off on the hard tires and then finish off on the soft. And honestly, the only way that strategy will mess up for me is if there's a safety car. And we all know that Monaco loves safety cars. So I feel like this is probably going to be the way to go. So we'll go 28 laps on the hard tires, and 11 on the soft. And I will stay with the pack. That's the whole thing. I will stay with the pack because everyone's going to be bunched up. And then once everyone starts making their pit stops, then I'll start losing time. But, yeah, we'll do this. 28 on the hard, and then 11 on the soft to finish it off. Or do I do medium? What if I do medium? If I do medium, it does say that I only lose 4/10. I am going to lose a lot of tire, but, you know, we might do this. We might actually do this. So that when it comes down to, and I do need the vital DRS, and if I do need the vital DRS, at least I'll be on the softer compound. Yeah, Ollie, as much as I like watching the Monaco Grand Prix IRL, I despise driving it in this game. And hell, I did a 100% race of this in the super wet for my team career mode. I did it for you guys. I did it for the chat because they wanted me to do it. And to that I say never again. I could do a 100% Monaco race fine as long as it's not in weather. I already don't like driving weather in this game, but wet weather in Monaco just... I raced for 2 hours in Monaco in the wet weather. Never again. Never doing it again. All right, so let's get this bad boy on the road. Everyone's going to die going into Saint-Debat. So I'm just going to sit back and wait for the carnage to pass. Actually, not a lot of carnage. Go mediums. I just did it, man. And everybody's off to the races. And I still hate driving Nouvelle Chicane. That is facts, my man. Grosjean's the only one back here that started off on hard tires. Doesn't matter, everybody fucking bogs up. Plenty of time in this race. I'm honestly not worried about being last place right now.
DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Man, Ollie, I hope not. Man, I should have done some wing damage laps. Also, for those that are first-time viewers and don't know my standard here, my standard is that I have 3 flashbacks to use. I know in the game you could have unlimited, but I limit myself to 3 flashbacks. And once those 3 flashbacks are done, I've got to just drive the race as normally as possible. So if I take front wing damage, I got to go in and get my damage taken, etc. So, if anything bad happens in the first 3, I can take it. After that, though, well, then I've just gotta deal with it. Well, Ollie, thanks for the follow, my man. I'm glad that you're enjoying yourself, and as I may mention before, my stream schedule is Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. This time, on all those days. Well, I'm driving with a wheel, man. I can't really do anything else. I can't really drive in any other view. I also drive the Assetto Corsa, not Competizione though. Project Cars and iRacing. Especially with iRacing, iRacing forces you to use cockpit mode only. So that's where I got used to it. I've been driving iRacing for the last year and a half.
Fuel is looking really good. You're managing it well.
And then just this past April, May is when I got into F1. So I basically just carried my philosophy and camera over from that, and I've just been driving like this. Now, if you want to drive T-Cam, you have fun driving your T-Cam. But, I mean, I got used to driving with the pillar in iRacing, because in iRacing they have the newest model of IndyCar, which has the aero screen, and they have their own pillar to hold up the aero screen. And as I may mention before, iRacing, you cannot change camera in iRacing. It forces you cockpit mode only. So that's how I was able to get some experience of driving with something down the middle of the screen, was through iRacing. And then I come on to F1 and, oh hey, Halo's got a T-pillar. At least I'm used to driving it like this. And I mean, the T-pillar only takes up, what, about 3% of your field of vision? And most of the time I'm actually looking... Well, there's one. I'm looking to the left and to the right anyway. I'm not looking down the middle. Very rarely am I looking down the middle. I'm looking to the left and to the right to see, my turn in. I'm looking to see, where my opponents are. I'm very rarely looking down the middle. Man, I feel like I can cut Portier even closer than that. Oh, coming into Rascas. That's why I said before, as I went in there going in 5th gear, and that always carries me too fast. I don't know why I did it again. You're about to start your team with 100% races? Dude, go for it. See, when I was doing my team career mode a couple of months back, I was randomly choosing 2 races to be 100% distance per year. And in my 3rd and final season, it just happened to be Monaco, so... I had to suck it up and do it. And of course, that season also was super wet. It was fucking wet tires the entire way through, all 78 laps. So yeah, I'll be coming into pit, what was it, lap 27? I'm taking Rascas too shallow. There's just no speed that I can pick up to get past Grosjean. And it's really pissing me off. And then when I miss my shift like that, it just kills it even further. Ooh, don't take Massenet too shallow. Grosjean. Yeah, that's what it was at my team. Like, Season 2, yeah, that's when I started winning races. But also by the end of Season 2, the my team car that I built up was pretty much the best on the grid. It was starting to become overpowered. Which is why I only did 3 seasons of it. Because after Season 3, it's like, man, this is just not fun anymore. Because I built it out so well and so quickly that it was just raffle stomping all over everybody. Season 2 here in a Williams, there ain't no damn way I'm winning races mid-season 2. Like, I would hope for by Season 4, I win at least one race. By the end of Season 4, I'm hoping to win at least one race. Because I'm hoping to have built out the car well enough that it could be competitive to get in the front of the pack. Yeah, that is true. If that's how you want to do it, then be my guest. How you want to play, how you want to make it enjoyable for you, be my guest. See, for Williams, I thought about doing less R&D points. I know when I do my team career, I will be doing that as well. I'm going to be cutting the amount of R&D practice programs I do, just to make it a little bit more of a challenge. Grosjean is making mistakes coming out of the hairpin, but obviously there's just no space for me to capitalize on it. The 3 a.m. pizza. Boy, I don't think I've done something like that since I was in college. I remember going to get pizza in a snowstorm and coming back with extra because the people that ordered it didn't go and pick it up. Whoa, okay. Alright, well, it's been a while since I had my ass end get hit on Raspass. a good thing. At least I'll have a little bit of open air to catch back up with them. I had pizza yesterday. Sadly, it was store-bought, so it was cheap as fuck. But hey, sometimes store-bought pizza can do well in a pinch. I'm getting real sick and tired of seeing the ass end of Grosjean. This is my life. This is my fate. That's a... yeah. I knew as soon as I went into the corner that was going to be a warning. Alright, one more warning. I got a 3-second time penalty. And what sucks is that Grosjean is what's basically keeping me back from catching up to Sainz and Norris. If I didn't have Grosjean in front of me, I would be all over Sainz. I feel like I'm taking these turns slightly better than Grosjean is. Well, maybe now not so much anymore, but he's getting a better run out of the corner. He's getting a better run out of nose, which is leading me to not catch him coming down this straight. Dude, I was scared of Singapore wet too. I'm not a happy camper with it, but in my team career, I actually won it. Yes, it was Season 3. Actually, no, it was Season 2. But it was a super wet race. And I pit at the right time to get onto those wet tires, which saw me come out in first and come out and win the race. I'm still not saying that I'm good at the track. I'm very, very average at it. But right place, right time. Got lucky. I'm actually taking Nouvelle Chicane a lot better than I have in races past. Oh, shit. Oh, that is a damaged wing. Yeah, we're gonna flash that back. We're gonna use my first flashback. Like as soon as I hit it, I'm like, yeah, that's gotta be it. Alright, flashback number 1. I got 2 more left in my pocket before I have to just deal with it. Well, technically you have unlimited amount of flashbacks, Ollie, but I'm limiting myself to 3 per race. Once I use up all 3, and the chat knows, chat will keep me honest. Once I use up all 3, then I just gotta drive it out. So if I spin, if I wreck, if I crush my front wing, I gotta take all that damage, I gotta take all that time. I mean, hell, that actually happened to me at Vietnam this season. Used up all 3 of my flashbacks, spun out, crushed my car, ultimately took the DNF. Whoa, that's a corner cut.
We've been awarded a time penalty. We'll go.
Yeah, that was real bad. I'm gonna use a second one right here. Because that also had front wing damage. That also was front wing damage on top of that. I will say this, if I get the time penalty again, I'm just going to take the time penalty here. I'm honestly not that arsed with time penalties here at Monaco because it happens all the time. It's if I get the damage, that's when I take the time to flash it back. I drive 95 AI. It's like at this point in time, last place time penalty, man, it does not affect me whatsoever. Whoa! Okay. Didn't think I had it that badly. Didn't think I misjudged it that badly, but okay. As a reminder, coming in lap 27. 27 for tires. Let's get a look at my tires right now, actually. Alright, low 20s. Whoa, fuck. Low 20s feeling like they're low 50s here at Monaco. Sliding all over the place. It's okay. Didn't hit anything this time. It was a pretty pog save. As I may mention before, it's not really helping me right now. Man, the greats can just blast out a Portier like it's nothing. Senna, Schumacher, they just put all their fucking foot into blasting out of that Portier turn before the tunnel. Meanwhile, here I am, just timid as fuck, hoping not to spin. Nobody's coming to pit yet, but I feel like the leaders, if the leaders are starting on medium tires, this is where they're going to start coming into pit. Because they'll probably go medium hard. I don't know if they'll do medium soft. But we'll just have to wait and see. If the leaders do medium hard, then the AI made them stupid. No joke. Because these medium tires can last like mid-20s. If I wasn't trying to push and then go on soft tires, these babies can go mid-20s. So yeah, if anybody comes in like in the next few laps,
to run in this engine mode much longer.
I'll be very surprised.
Over target. Drop down to mix too soon.
If anybody comes in and goes medium hard, I will be very surprised. At this point in time, I would not be putting it past the AI to have everybody go on soft tires when they go in the pits. Basically, just have a soft tire shootout at the end. I am, however, surprised there has not been a safety car yet. We're just about halfway through this race. There has not been a safety car yet. Color me very surprised. George is in the pits.
George is in the pits. George in the pits.
And George did start on mediums. So what's he gonna go to? He's probably gonna go to hards. Like honestly, that's the play. If you're going into pits now, you're going on hard tires. Which is fucking weird if you ask me. Yep. Raikkonen and Sainz behind me, both on hard tires. George Russell in front of me on hard tires. Man, that is a very, very strong head scratcher type of moment there. AI wants to have the durability. And that's what I can hope for. I'm up to 15th now, but that's because of the recent pit cycles. Yes, I've never had a car retirement not end in a safety car here. Could be different for others, but I personally have never had a car die which didn't lead to a safety car. Oh, I see blinking light.
Caution, caution.
Ask and ye shall receive. Ocon died.
Some information on Ocon. It looks like the problem is terminal. They're retiring the car.
Ask and
Safety
you
car
shall
deployed.
receive,
The
ladies
safety
and
car
gentlemen.
has been deployed. Watch your delta. Make sure you keep it positive as we catch the pack.
Oh, this sucks that I passed him, though. It sucks that I passed the pits when it happened.
Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
Yeah, you did ask for it, but I passed the pits already. Shit.
Copy.
At this point in time, with 17 laps to go, I'm gonna have to go on hard tires. I have to go on hard tires. Yeah, but I didn't see the yellow until after I passed the pits. I hate to say it, man. I didn't see it until after I passed the pits that it was for definite. Fuck me. Yeah, I'm coming in. Disappointed, man. Disappointed.
Go, go, go.
Alright, I made the late
Look
switch
after
to
these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
joke, I am risking it. Yep, this is going to be a big risk, but hey, it could pay off. This could be a very big risk, but it could be a very, very big reward. Guaranteed I'm going to be the only one on the soft tires, obviously. For obvious reasons. I think that we're going to go green at lap 26. And that would put me at also 3 laps of extra wear on these tires, though. Everybody's just getting down into the tunnel. Oh, I know my fuel's on low. My fuel's on lean already. Nope, I usually do 2 races per session. And I already did Spain earlier today. I will be back again tomorrow for Azerbaijan and Canada. Because I don't like TCAM. I've driven in several other... I've driven in several other simulations where it was cockpit mode only, or if I have the wheel, I always choose cockpit mode anyway, because it feels the most realistic. This doesn't feel realistic to me with a wheel. It really doesn't. It also feels extremely weird, too. Trying to drive like this with a wheel, oh, man, this is real weird. I can't do it. I cannot do it. Yeah, if you want to drive with TCAM, you play, here's the thing, you play how you want to play, what makes it feel most enjoyable to you.
Safety car is in this lab. Safety car in this lab. Let's make sure those
Driving-
tires are up to temperature, and remember, there is no overtaking
Driving
until the
like
timing
this
line.
is most
Stay in
enjoyable
position
for
until
me.
the green flags.
How you play F1, It's how it's enjoyable for you. That's fine. You play with T-Cam mode or you play with cockpit without the halo pillar, it's fine. Everyone plays differently. Yeah, I know my tires are cold. Didn't really have time to scrub them. My mans, why do you think I stayed on lean all this time? I'm absolutely going to try and rich fuel it all the way. Well, maybe not all the way, but I'll rich fuel for a good portion of it. Yeah, Ollie, everyone pit before the safety car. Everyone pit like on laps 17, 18, 19, so they pit before the safety car. And they all switch to hard tires. I'm the only crazy fool on soft tires out here. And then this would have been the lap that I would have pit on, lap 27. So if we take a look at the tires that I got, I've already got 10% wear on them. A little bit more than I would have liked. Also, as a reminder, if I get one more off-track penalty, it will be a 3-second time penalty. So, like I said, at this point in time, I'm last place, technically. Wouldn't matter too much if I got it. Oh, for fuck's sake. Is that damage? That was not damage, actually. Kind of surprised.
DRS has been enabled. DRS is now enabled.
Probably kissed it with something other than my front wing. Probably touched it with the wheel. Every time I make that tight turn, my fucking shoulder cracks. Every single time I make that tight turn. Ah, crap. Somehow not an overage. Fifth and do it again. Yeah, there's just no way that I can gather enough speed. There's just no way I can gather enough speed here to pass anybody, even on these soft tires. Standard cockpit mode.
Fuel target is +1. Faster engine modes are available.
Yes, because I want to go faster engine mode through the fucking hairpin here. The Mirabeau hairpin. Here, how about I just send it through the Nouvelle Chicane, take the 5-second time penalty. I mean, I probably will still finish 18th because I'll have made up 5 seconds on everybody by that point. Yeah, I think trying this was risky. It was risky to begin with, and, well, the lack of power in this car is definitely showing. Maybe I had the wings up too high. Maybe 10-11 is too high. I mean, yeah, I understand it's Monaco, it's high downforce heaven. But maybe I shouldn't have put the downforce too high. You run 8-10? Yeah, I'm running, my buddy's setup is 10-11. I think 10-11 might be a bit too high. Oh well, you live and you learn. Well, like I said, at least the good thing is I'm keeping up with these guys because, of course, the hairpin stops everybody. But then, like I say, as soon as we get to Portier, everybody just goes off like a shot. It does make sense, but also doesn't at the same time. Thank you very much for the follow. I'll take a look at you in just a second. Mr. James Jones. How you doing, bud? Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the follow as well. Hope you're doing well. Hope you enjoy the conclusion of this race. And essentially the conclusion of this stream. Oh, once I get to the straightaway, I'll address you. Thank you very much for the follow there. I'm Nebby. The name actually does sound familiar, though I can't quite place if you've been on the stream before. Either way, thanks for the follow, my man. Oh, you're right about the track being too tight. I mean, that is very, very plain to see. And yeah, the F1 cars have been getting wider and wider, like, over the last 20 years, haven't they? Like, I think this is the widest cars have ever been, sans wheelbase. I think maybe the 60s cars were wider just because the wheels stuck out so far. Wolf or Delios, we got a bot. Yeah, it's like swatting a fly. They'll be back. They're pesky as shit. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Oh, I was a little late on the break. I don't know if we can, but I know there is a way that I could set it where you can only allow chatters that have followed you for a certain amount of time, which was what I did during the 24 hours of Le Mans. This is what I did to my chat. You could set it so that anybody that chats in your chat can, you know, they may have been a follower for as low as 5 minutes to as long as a year, I believe. You can set it to a range where if you don't want to have there any spammers, you could just enact that, and it basically forces you to follow. It forces you to follow the chat. But that's what I did with my 24 hours Le Mans when I was sleeping. And I didn't want to have spammers in chat, so I just enacted it to, you haven't followed me in, like, I think it was an hour, or something like that. Oh, what's good? Well, definitely not Monaco. And honestly, I don't know how I didn't escape, how I didn't hit the wall with that. I thought for sure I was hitting the wall there. I'm actually no longer using the G29. I got the 923 because my G29 broke. I will say this though, both wheels pretty damn solid. However, the G29, if you're going to be looking to play on console, the G29 only is PlayStation 3 and 4 capable. It's not going to be made available for the... Or maybe it is. Maybe it is going to be compatible for the PlayStation 5. I think somebody said it would be. But the G923 definitely will be PS5 compatible. PS5 and Xbox Series X
careful,
compatible.
we think you're going to start losing some tire grip around now.
The G29 is, oh Jesus, I think it's about $300, and the 923 is $400.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Yeah, joke, honestly, that wasn't what did it. Hitting the wheel, it actually was pretty damn sturdy. Yeah, that's why I corrected myself. I know the 923 will work, and right now the G29 will work for 3 and 4. I think there will be a patch coming out that will make it work for the PlayStation 5. But the 923, it works for both PlayStation and Xbox. It's got the software, or not the software, it's got the hardware inside of it that it can connect to both. So you can run on PS4 and Xbox One, and it will have day one support for the PS5 and Xbox Series X and S with a patch. But yeah, I've only been using Logitech products. I've not ventured into Fanatec or Thrustmaster, so I cannot personally give you any recommendations on it. There have been people that have stopped by in the past recommending, you know, like startup Fanatec and Thrustmaster stuffs that were on the cheaper side. Like I think Fanatec, or not Fanatec, Thrustmaster T100, I think was the altogether wheel that costs somewhere in the range of like $220. Yeah, these tires are gone, man. No, I'm in a Williams, bud. I am in a Williams. I am on soft tires. I was running on rich. I just cannot get the speed. I am not staying back on purpose, believe me. I've tried overtaking it, but I just cannot get the speed, and now my tires are gone. So, yeah, this race was an unmitigated disaster, but then again, when isn't Monaco? I always dread coming to Monaco. It's always my worst race. And hell, even the one time I got pole position in a McLaren back in F1 2019, I still fucked that up and finished in 11th. It is, man. I really want to try and get better at it, too. I've been meaning to get better at Monaco, because I actually favor this track in real life. It's my favorite track to watch in real life. But also knowing how difficult the fucking track it is, man, it's just, it is damn frustrating how narrow the track is, and I'm just going to let that roll. We've only got 2 laps, I'm not going to flash it back now. Fuck it.
Alright, so we've been looking at the damage, and we think you should be okay to continue. It'll cost us a little bit of time, but we're nearly at the end of the race.
Yeah, at this point in time, it doesn't matter. I'm going to be finishing in 19th because Ocon's car decided to go boom. That's okay. I've actually gotten a few points races already, Fabio. I got 7th at Bahrain. I got 10th at Zandvoort, Dutch Grand Prix. George Russell was able to get points at Spain last race. So, Season 2 here at Williams has been going better than expected. But so far, the 2 races that I have not finished, or finished very, very low, were Vietnam and, well, now here in Monaco. Oh wait, what am I talking about? Spain, too. I finished 17th in Spain. It was a bad fucking day today. Ah, crap. You actually race Zandvoort IRL? Dude, Zandvoort's a sexy track. When I saw it was announced for 2020, I really had to have it. Well, I also pre-ordered this game specifically for my team, but it was nice to see that the addition of Zandvoort when I've raced it before on iRacing. And liked it on iRacing, but was only able to race it on the GT cars. I really wanted to have the power and the downforce of an F1 car on that track. And since day one, man, I've loved Zandvoort. I've loved driving in this game. Oh, so it was like a track day thing?
That's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Ferme.
God, the closest track to me that would be quote-unquote elite racing, an elite racing track that I could go out and do a track day with, Road America up in Wisconsin.
Yes, another historic win under their belts.
I'd love to do a track day at Road America.
Mercedes.
I just don't have the car to do it. I have this little fucking Chevy Malibu hybrid. There's no way that thing's going fast around it.
On track and very smooth driving.
But Ollie, man, that does sound like fun. Even though you say it was scary, it sounds like a lot of fun.
Absolute maximum out of their tyres at all times.
Mercedes are on top form once again after an excellent race weekend. It's great to see them up on that podium once again.
Bottas at the top. Bottas winning a Monaco race, good for him. Max in second, and Gasly in third. Pierre Gasly in third place. That is a weird-ass podium. But, I mean, we've seen weirder podiums in real life. I mean, just take a look at the Monza race that we had earlier.
Let's have a look, then, at the driver's standings.
And shit, George Russell even almost got points. He almost got points, finishing just outside by 6 seconds. He missed it by 6 seconds. So yeah, Bottas, Verstappen, Gasly, Hamilton in 4th, Vettel 5th, Leclerc 6th, Ricardo, Kvyat, Albon, Sergio Perez are your top 10. They finish them out.
The result narrows the
Now
gap
let's take a
between
look
our
at the rest.
championship lead.
The bottom 10. George, Kevin Magnussen, Stroll, Raikkonen, Giovinazzi, Norris, Sainz, Grosjean, and myself. And right now, my rivalry is with Lando Norris, so that was a bit of a downer, losing that to him, but there are still 5 more races in order to beat him. So, plenty of time for me to get that extra driver claim, so not all that bad.
And the rest of the standings. So,
Also, joke, are you Goke? Did you change your name? Because I thought you were... I'm just trying to put it all together now. Aren't you Goke? Original J? Gjoke? Or are you a different guy? I was like, I'm just putting it together. It's like, because you were talking about being here before. I'm like, I wonder if you changed your name. No, you didn't. You didn't tell me at all. What prompted the name change? You just wanted people to stop mispronouncing it, so you're just going to be Joke now? Yeah, it's like it all came to me. It's like, wait a minute, you talked about being here before. Are you okay? Okay. All right, yeah, we're good. No, I don't recall you saying anything about updating your name, so it's a surprise to me. Alrighty then. What do we got next? We got Azerbaijan. We've got a couple of things on the table to build up with R&D. All of these should get done by the time Azerbaijan hits. Let's actually see if they even work. Otherwise, or am I going to have to fix these in time?
Our new parts have been completed without issue. They'll be on the car ready for the next race week.
All right, so we got that. So there's the aero. I did want to build up the chassis, so hold on a second. Okay, both of the engine parts are good. I did want to build up... I want to build up one of these together. I guess I'm going to have to build up one of the chassis. Or do I build up the engine? The bank turns onboard's so amazing to drive with normal cars. You can take the wide line instead of the inside line. Yeah, I mean, it's not like you're having such power output on the car that's going to slide you up. You're fine with... the car's going to grip to the track wherever you're at in a normal powered car. You don't have to worry about sliding up. Like, I did want to get a little bit of power. Look at that. We're the best goddamn engine on the grid now. Like, I don't even have to do these two. I really don't. And then when we get this ultimate upgrade from Mercedes come Spa time, we're going to have an even more powerful engine. That's going to be amazing. But yeah, at this point in time, I don't need to build up my engine. I'd rather build up my chassis. Or at the very least, I build up anything to the maximum capacity that I can. Because, well, as it stands right now, the facilities that I have are only Spec 1. So every single question mark that you see here, it's either needing Spec 2 or Spec 3. If I want to build up the engine power, I need the powertrain to be built up to Spec 2. As you can see here, every question mark here is Spec 2, so need to build that out. And, like, I think one of these is a Spec 3. That's a Spec 2, that's a Spec 3. But the other question marks around here are all Spec 2. So yeah, if I want to build my chassis up, boom, right there, I need to get a Spec 2 there. So yeah, at this point in time, I cannot do anything. I cannot do anything past what you see right here. The only thing that I can do is, well, my durability is at Spec 2, and in my opinion, they're probably going to be building this up to Spec 3 first before anything else. So I could just fully go into the durability, but I don't want to. Durability does not really matter to me. I want to build out the rest of the car.